How's it going, Harborhawks fans? Welcome back to another playoff parking lot preview. This time we are here at McKeon Park.
I like the new name, Mike. Playoff parking lot preview. PPLP.
PPLP.
Wait, no, that's not what that is. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
PPLP.
Yeah.
Okay.
The PPLP. We are here at McKeon Park. It is Game 2 of the Western Division first round matchup between the now 1-0 Hyannis Harborhawks and the 0-1 Bourne Braves. Matt, last night, a couple timely hits by the offense and a great day all around by the pitching staff led Hyannis to a convincing, well, not convincing, but a pretty fun
So it was a 3-1 game.
Road win over these
good
Bourne
close
Braves.
game. I'm right with you, Mike. It was a good close game. Good game of baseball in all facets. I think the defense did what they needed to do. I think, honestly, the thing that impressed me the most was the composure. I just want to shout out Ryan Speciak. We talked to Brody Briggs after the game, and he was saying, this guy has ice water in his veins, and he does. He is quite literally the most calm cucumber on the planet when he's, in the spotlight when it matters. The guys had great composure. They were really, really dominant when it mattered. You even mentioned it, the timely hitting. We talked about it before the game. Timely hits are going to win ball games. I think it's going to be the same thing tonight, Mike, if I have to be frank with you.
Yeah.
But I just, great game overall. Go watch the live stream if you have to. You want to get the full live stream, of course.
Yes.
But then that's about it. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a great game.
Yeah, you got that two-run double from Dayton LaChance in the fifth. You got some insurance in the ninth on a sac fly, from, I believe, Jace Doby.
That was Jace Doby,
So that worked out, ended up working out pretty well for the Hawks. They were facing a lefty starter, Matt Shorey, who I talked about. He knows how to pitch in big games, but it seemed like his command was a little off from the get-go. Hyannis made him work. In the fifth, they finally broke through. But, that was last night. We'll get to tonight now. Matt, if I understand it correctly, Bourne's throwing another lefty out there.
Bourne is throwing another lefty. It's going to be Folger Bose. He's out of North Carolina. The southpaw, he's had an interesting little journey here. He's had an injury problem while he's been in college ball, so he's only thrown about 4 innings between the 2 seasons as a Tar Heel. It's not really what you'd love to see out of your Game 2 starter going into the Cape League. Bourne has complete faith in him, I assume.
Yeah.
And he's pitched, pretty consistently throughout the year for them so far. 6 starts on the year. He's posted an 0-2 record. A lot of those starts ended no decision out of just high-scoring games. The Bourne Braves do tend to score and give up a lot of runs at certain parts of the season. So if you look at their, I don't want to give them the win-loss record, Chip, but I will say 0-2 win-loss record. So far, 13 earned runs with 20 innings. A couple more runs. He's had a couple unearned problems. The defense has had a little bit of issues throughout some. 14 walks, 21 strikeouts with a 2.07 whip. It's a standard stock lefty. He's got a quick release out of the left hand. It's going to come over, about 3/4, kind of past his ear. He leans into it a lot. I can definitely see some of our lefties having trouble just seeing he hides the ball on his hip. The righties, moreover, will just have to keep the shoulder closed. The ball's going to feed into them more than anything else from what I've seen. Obviously, I bet his off speeds will be up to par. The Cape Cod Baseball League always presents guys with really, really good off speeds. He's going to have something. My tip for lefties is always get him out of the game early. And that's kind of what I think the Hawks want to do, because following him is a right-hander. It's going to be Jack Brown. I almost guarantee it. He's backed them all year. He's really been a guy that's kind of followed Bose right after his starts. The last time Bose went out, it was a 4-4 split between 8 innings between the two guys. They obviously had a closer come in the ninth. They won that game 7-3. This is the staff they want out. They want, these guys to shut it down as the game gets later. That was the game script the last time these guys went together against Falmouth, I believe. I expect that to be the same thing tonight. The Hawks got to jump on it. They got to get out early. They're going to have to bump this lefty around. It's going to be tough because he's a good pitcher. He hides the ball well. It's good off speed. It's a good arm angle for success if he can really get over the plate. But he's struggled. And he's struggled because he's given up walks in untimely situations and left a couple pitches over the board. The Hawks have got to jump on it. They got to make their moments matter tonight on offense. And Mike, I just want to ask you, who do the Hawks have on offense tonight? What's their lineup looking like? And how are they going to be successful against this lefty-righty combo with a possible closer?
Yeah, so a couple changes in the Hyannis Harborhawks tonight. Brody Briggs is out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Jeff Lugie is into the lineup. Lugie, he's not playing catcher.
That would be cool. I'd be all for it.
It would be crazy to see Jeff Lugie behind the plate, but he is not playing catcher. He's going into left field, so they're shifting Jace Doby, who was in left field last night, over to first base.
Luke, Jeff Lugie is playing catcher today. No, he's in left.
No.
I saw Dayton LaChance.
It's definitely Dayton.
Dayton LaChance. is getting the start.
For a quick second.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if it worked.
Yeah, we gotcha.
Fun times.
Kind of. Yeah.
Sorry.
So Jace Doby moving from left field to first base. Gabe
Yes.
Camacho moving from first base to DH. Dayton LaChance moving from DH to behind the plate. So really the only change is Luigi into the lineup for Briggs. A couple positional changes. So
Oh, no.
It's mostly the same lineup the Hawks ran out there in Game 1.
Jeff Luigi's a qualified hitter in and of his own right. I feel
Yeah.
that he will play the position well. He's played outfield really well for us all year. The Hawks are in good hands.
Yeah, it's mostly the same lineup they had in Game 1. Jace Doby coming off a 3-for-4 day at the plate. Had that RBI, scored on the Dayton LaChance 2-run double. Charlie Bates had a two-hit day as well, 2-for-4, 2 singles, and a stolen base. I just mentioned Dayton LaChance with a double. Brody Briggs, even though he's not in the lineup today, had a 2-for-4 game last night as well, a couple singles. Advanced to third on a balk and ended up scoring on that Jace Doby sac fly. Owen Prince, 1-for-4 with a walk and a run scored. You know, these guys are going to be guys you're depending on in the order tonight. Looking to do a little more damage against another left-handed pitcher. Hyannis themselves has another lefty on the bump. They had the big righty Carson Yassa. They got Weapon X Max Stammel on the bump today.
Weapon X Max Stammel. I'm excited.
It's
Tell me more, Mike.
It's great. You know, Max Stammel is the guy I think you want on the mound
Tonight especially.
In a game where you can lock up your spot in the second round with a win here at McKeon Park. He's got a 3.10 ERA this summer. He's got a 1.18 WHIP. He's given up one home run this season. That one home run was to Riker Waite of Bourne, unfortunately. But you know,
Lightning never strikes twice.
That's
right?
true. That's true. That's what they say.
Baseball does have a tendency to follow you a little bit, but
that's what they say.
No matter. Weapon X.
Yeah. Max Stemmel has made 2 starts and 3 total appearances against the Bourne Braves. His first start against them, July 16th. We were there. It was a 7-6 loss for Hyannis. He went 4 innings, allowed that home run to Riker Waite for 2 runs, 2 walks, struck out 3. The next start against Bourne 9 days later on the 25th was a lot better. That was a 12-0 Mercy Rule win for Hyannis. Stemmel pitched 5 shutout innings, struck out 4, allowed just 1 walk. In 11 2/3 innings against these Braves this season, he's allowed 6 runs, 7 walks, struck out 11. And this is including the relief appearance he made early in July, that rain delay game where it rained for an hour. We had like an hour and a half delay, and then the game resumed. And then Bourne kind of pounced on him a little bit there to pick up the win. But all in all,
weather's looking clear today.
Weather is looking clear today, and I think Stammel is that guy you want to have on the bump tonight.
I think Stammel's biggest asset through these first 3 innings especially, because he's a guy that likes to get comfortable. Yes. He wants to settle in. His first inning can be his worst inning, can be his only inning sometimes if he's had some tough days in here. He's had some tough innings around. But once he's settled, nails. He gets into a groove. He finds it. He finds his pitches. Dayton LaChance needs to be there for him through these first 3 innings. I think the battery needs to be rock solid today. Brody Briggs is obviously a good catcher to follow. He put on a performance last night, really showed out for his guys. It was the dog in the fight, so to speak. He's been a great asset. Dayton LaChance has the opportunity in a playoff game to be a defensive asset for the Harbor Hawks. And I think that's what he needs to do tonight. 3 innings, he's going to step up, body a lot of balls, call good games, get a couple pitches for our pitchers. I think that's the way to win this game, especially for Weapon X.
Yeah, and Hyannis does have a fresh bullpen tonight, but talked to Mitch Carricker last night. I said, what are you looking for from Max tonight? He said, pretty much just a repeat performance of what we got from Carson.
Nice.
And just for those of you who don't know, Carson Yassa, 4 2/3 shutout innings, 5 strikeouts, pitched himself into some jams with a couple more walks than you would like, but he got himself out of those jams. And Chris Diaz helped him out there in the 5th as well, getting that key last out. But if you get that performance again from Max Stammel, even if he doesn't finish the entire 5th inning, with the rested bullpen that you have, because you only used 3 pitchers in relief of Yassa, and realistically, Specialk is going to be available again.
Probably. I expect we'll see Connor Kelly if we have to. They seem to be pretty interchangeable. Not both are just really good pitchers that have come in the clutch.
But even with that fresh bullpen, I think if you can get what you got from Yassa yesterday out of Stammel today, you're feeling pretty good about your chances.
If you get 4 or 5, I think Hyannis Harbor Hawks are right where they want to be.
Absolutely.
I really think that the middle relief position is the one that we're looking to, I don't want to say worry about, but be concerned about.
It can
be concerning, and I think that's where you want to transition to a couple guys who can really throw strikes. You want to put this offense on their heels for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And course, the Brody Briggs offense. Talking about him being a dog in the fight, that was both literal and metaphorical.
A little bit.
Which is kind of funny. But Bourne's got a little bit of lineup changing tonight.
They do. They don't actually have a lineup posted. It is 4:35 right now. Game starts at 6. They don't have a lineup posted. It's a bit unusual. They have to make some defensive changes for reasons unbeknownst to me, Mike.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? That live stream.
But also like in center field too, because you don't know if John LeGrande.
We don't know if John LeGrande.
He got himself. He was a little banged up yesterday. He did something, I think, to his ankle in the first inning. You don't know if he's going to be good to go today or not.
Mike, who exactly will be missing? I'm just curious.
It's going to be Cade Lewis, Braden Holcomb, two of their really good power bats, by the way.
I believe they're 2 and 3 hitter last night. That or they're 3 and 4.
Yeah, and then
2 in a row, not ideal.
And then potentially LeGrande.
I think LeGrande will play. He played through it last night. I mean, he's a beast for that. That looked like he went down like a ton of bricks out in the outfield. Looked like he rolled his ankle. I almost thought he tore his Achilles. No, he's all good. He seemed to play the rest of the game. I think he's going to come out and try to play this one no matter what. Honestly, Mike, I hate to segmentize this game too much. It seems like this is Hyannis' offense's game to lose. They need to put up a performance. That's what it seems to have been with Hyannis. It seems to be like their offense fuels their pitching or their pitching fuels their offense, and the pitching is going to fuel the offense.
Yes.
It's just whether the offense can, open that door and respond, come through.
Yeah.
Mike, should we get to my favorite part?
Oh, let's do it.
I want to.
Let's do it.
I want to.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's kick it off here. Player of the game and score predictions.
Can I go first?
You can go first. What do you got for us?
So I think that you can do a couple things in baseball when you struggle. You can, shake it off. You can, move on. You can, you let it suffer inside you, and then you get better. Gabe Camacho had a rough night last night. I'm not gonna lie. He had a couple really unproductive outs, a couple pop-ups to the infield. That's not what you want. I think that's still seething inside him a little bit, and he is also DHing today. So he has all that time to focus on just swinging the bat, and he's been a guy who, when he's swinging the bat well, crushes the ball.
Good luck.
All over there. Good luck. And he's hitting the 4 spot today behind Ryan McKay, between Dayton LeChance. You got to pitch to him. He's going to get pitches to hit. That anger seething inside. I love a guy who swings a little angry. I think Gabe Camacho is going to be swinging a little angry today. He's going to crush a couple. Call it a homer. I think he's going to get a homer. Yeah. Dayton LeChance back-to-back. Can I call back-to-back?
First home run of the summer for Gabe Camacho?
It's coming. It's going over the scoreboard.
I like that pick.
I really want him to hit the ball hard today. I know he wants to hit the ball hard today. Yes. There's a lefty on the mound. If you leave anything over the plate, you can get that shoulder in. Boom. Yes. That's what we want to see. Score prediction. We got a low score last night.
We did. I picked a high score. That didn't go so well.
It didn't go so well. I don't think we're going to get a high score here. I think the pitching staffs know what this means. They know they have to be nails tonight, and that means, you're going to have to keep it close. I think it's going to be 5-4.
5-4. All right.
I think 5-4. Hyannis moves on to round 2. 2 days off for the Harbor Hawks would be huge. This game means everything for this playoff run, Mike.
Yeah, ahead of game 1 of the second round on Friday, you would love that day off.
Absolutely.
I just said, I picked a high score last night. It didn't quite work out.
Do it again.
But I'm not going to do it again. But I think my player of the game pick worked out decently well. That was Dayton LeChance. He only had 1 hit, but it was a 2-run double. That
I think Brody Briggs is actually player of the game, in my opinion. He's the people's champ, I would say.
That's true. Brody Briggs, people's champ.
Come out and see Brody Briggs at McKeon Park during the game.
Tonight. Yeah, tonight. Please.
Tonight.
We would love that.
He's kind of hanging in a lawn chair over there.
Yeah, but, my player of the game tonight.
Sorry, Mike.
If Tim Brown were here, he would pick Ryan McKay.
Yes. Are you gonna do it?
I'm not gonna do that.
Wow. Shout out Ryan McKay. Though. We talked to his dad.
Shout out Ryan McKay.
Guy.
We do love Ryan McKay. Just
not right now.
Not quite as much as Tim Brown does.
No, it's Tim Brown's pick, and we're gonna let him have it later.
Jace Doby is going to be my pick for player of the game.
Obligatory.
He went 3 for 4 last night with that RBI and a run scored on the Dayton LeChance double. So I think Jace Doby, he's playing first base tonight, moving in from left field. I expect him to maybe not go 3 for 4 again, but I think he will certainly leave his mark on this game. Maybe he snags a couple balls. Maybe he picks them at first base.
That'd be great. I would love to see good defensive first base
helps
play.
Out Charlie Bates or Jake Schaffner a little bit.
Because Ryan doesn't miss throws.
That's true.
Ryan doesn't miss throws.
Maybe he gets a couple hits as well. Drives in a run or two. So I like Jace Doby. Score prediction: this game is going to be close. I think we all know that. If last night was any indication, which I think it is, but I'm get just a little bit more offense on the table there.
Okay.
And specifically 1 run on each side and say 4-2 Hyannis is taking this one.
All right. We're pretty similar scores here.
Yeah.
I feel like this game, there's a lot riding on this.
Yes.
There's a lot of emotional baggage in both these teams riding on this. I think the managers are feeling this. I think the interns are feeling this. Some of the Bourne interns do not take kindly to me anymore. That's okay.
Oh, well.
I'm just loud, Mike.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
It's all right.
It's okay.
But you know what?
We're all friends at the end of the day.
But you know what? We're at our house now.
We are at our
We're
house.
at McKeon Park.
McKeon
Last night,
Park.
Bourne was packed with Bourne fans.
I'll give it to
Let's
'em.
pack McKeon Park with Hyannis Harborhawks fans. You know, this place, we see some people trickling in here to the side of us. You know, people are getting here early today. Let's keep that going. Let's fill this place like it hasn't been filled. We've done a good job with crowds
Absolutely.
this summer.
Absolutely.
But we'd like to do a better job with a crowd tonight. Chance to knock out the Bourne Braves, get to the second round on
Biggest
home
game
soil.
at McKeon so far.
Absolutely.
Starts 6 o'clock. Be here.
6 o'clock. If you can't be here, though, please watch our excellent broadcast on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Shout out the
They do a
broadcasters.
great job.
That's on me. You're right. We got to get the homies going.
But we do prefer you come
no,
to
show
McKeon
up.
Park
No,
and
show
watch
up.
the
We
game.
need you guys here because we
Yes.
need it loud. We need people going.
Yes. But whether you're cheering for the Hawks here or, you know, wherever you're watching the game from, we still want you to cheer for the Hawks.
Yes.
Matt, let's
What are we
start
saying?
them off.
Go
Hawks!